Today, we're going to talk about a hidden choice, an invisible decision that engineers make, one that completely shapes the buildings and bridges you see every single day.
Have you ever just looked around and wondered about that? Why is one bridge super sleek and another one kind of chunky? Well, it almost always comes down to a huge decision the engineer had to make, a choice between two very different ways of building. So, let's break it down. The two big options are called simply supported and fixed. And honestly, the entire difference between them boils down to just one thing. Can the connection rotate or not?
Think of a simply supported connection like a regular door hinge, right? It holds the door up, but it lets it swing or rotate totally freely. It's not trying to stop that motion at all.
Now, a fixed support? That's the total opposite. The perfect example is a flagpole stuck deep in a block of concrete. That thing isn't going anywhere. No moving up, down, or sideways, and, crucially, absolutely no rotation. It's locked in place. All right, so this sets up a classic engineering trade-off, really. Are you going for maximum strength and performance, or for simplicity and ease of construction? I mean, just look at the performance boost you get. By fixing the ends of a beam, you can literally cut the maximum stress it feels in half. That is a massive difference. And the advantages don't even stop there. Check out this number. Yup, 4 times. A fixed structure can be 4 times stiffer, which just means it bends and bounces way, way less under the same load. This is exactly how you get those really slender, efficient, beautiful designs. And maybe the most important benefit, the one you don't always see, is safety. It's all about redundancy. In a fixed system, you've got backup paths for the load to travel. So if one part gets damaged, the structure can actually redistribute that stress, which can be the difference that prevents a catastrophic total collapse. So, with all of that going for it, stronger, stiffer, safer, you've got to be thinking, why on earth isn't every single structure built this way? Well, all that amazing performance comes with a pretty steep price tag. These fixed structures are super sensitive to forces you might not even think about, like temperature changes. Even tiny shifts in the foundation can cause big problems. And frankly, the connections themselves, they're just way more complicated and way more expensive to build. Period.
But a lot of the time, this big choice is kind of made for the engineer, by the very material they decide to use.
Okay, this is the key right here. Steel and wood structures are made of separate pieces that you bolt or nail together, so it just makes sense to use simple, cheaper connections. But concrete, you pour it all in one go as a single solid piece. It naturally creates those rigid, fixed connections. The material itself wants to be fixed. So let's tally it up, right? Fixed wins on performance and safety. Simply supported wins on simplicity and cost. And a lot of times, the material you pick, steel or concrete, is what decides which path you're going to take. So you see, it's not just some minor technical detail. It's this deep, complex puzzle, forcing a very deliberate choice between two completely different goals, simplicity versus performance. So the next time you're out and about, look at a building, look at a bridge. Can you see it now? Can you spot that invisible choice, the simple, bulky steel frame versus the long, slender, concrete bridge, and really understand the dilemma that brought each one to life?